One of the things us as artists do, which a lot of us do way too often, is we make bad content, specifically short form content. I mean, no hate to anybody here, but if you look at any TikToker, any Instagrammer, I don't know if that's a word, Instagrammer, but if you look at the TikToks of the casual underground artists nowadays, what is it? It's lip syncing videos. What are they doing in the background? Test it. This song fire. Check it out. It's in my bio. Check out my new song. Check out what I just made. Nah, no way he killed this for real. Tight spit. Come on. We can do better than that. It's been proven before. Why do you think you aren't there yet? Because your content sucks. And that's the truth. I covered this in the last video, but I said, "Oh, I'm not going to tell you the three strategies. I'm going to keep it in the course." I take it back. Here's the three systems, the three categories of content that you have to always make sure you're using, because if it's not in these three categories, it's trash and get it out of here. Because if you make content that's just casual and generic like anybody else, what do you think is going to happen to that content? Nobody's going to watch it. It's going to ruin your watch time, and your account just goes meow meow, and your streams and your listeners just go meow meow, and the amount of people that actually like your music goes meow meow. Even if your music is fantastic, what's going to happen? Meow meow, right? You know what I'm saying? That's going to happen. And why? First off, let's start off with funny content. No, you sitting behind the screen going, "This is not funny." Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Now, if you want to make good content, first make good content and then promote. As I said, I covered this in my last video, but I have to go really in depth here. Good content is good content. Okay? You know what's good content. Look at your For You page. All of it is good content because it's on your For You page. You're watching it. If it has a lot of engagement, it's good content. You need to start taking notes, even at the non-music related content, because you should be a content creator first, and then a marketer after. You are a marketer. You're a content creator. That's what you are before a musician. You're all of these things before you are a musician. Because yes, your music matters, but you have to incorporate your music into your content, into your good content. And one of the ways to make good content is make funny content. Now, of course, funny is subjective, but I guarantee you, if you can make somebody laugh for real life, there's a group of people who will like your content if you can make it funny. So that doesn't mean just stand up comedian jokes or whatever. No. Sometimes people falling down staircases is funny to people, right? Those compilations of people falling, that's funny content. Funny, you have to decide what's funny based on your niche, on your specific group of people, on the people who listen to your type of music. And that's how you're gonna find funny content. Look, research, honestly. I research the people who listen to your music. What do they find funny? Right? Ask your friends who listen, or even better, look at the artists that you want to be like and look at their fan base. What do they find funny? It's easier to look at a big artist because there's more fans and there's more information to gather than you as a small artist with little to no fans and no information to gather. Find what they find funny and then recreate that. And you want even better advice? Copy. If you find something funny, literally copy it word for word. I'm being so for real. Like when I say this, people think I'm joking. Literally copy. That's the way to blow up on TikTok. You copy and paste. Because I guarantee you, the content you just saw, that's copy and pasted. And that content is copy and pasted. And if you truly don't want no trouble, just change it up a little bit. Unique to your niche, to your group, to your brand identity, right? Make it unique to you. But in reality, copying is literally the cheat code. If you find what works and then just do it yourself, it's going to work because it's been proven. That's why it's like business, right? People try to be the next big thing, so they avoid doing what works. Or they try to do what works without realizing there's an extra step to it, right? Just copy what works because it works. So if you copy what works, it's gonna work. It's not hard. It's like 1 plus 1 is 2. It's not 1 plus 1 is 3. It's not 1 plus 1 is 0. What is it? What is it? What is it? 2. 1 plus 1? dos, two, two. Right? If you know Japanese, it's ni. Tice bit, I was like, now I'm playing. But that's one of the ways. That's one of the three ways. Secondly, the second way to make good content is make unique content. Now, this is completely opposite of what I just said to copy, because this it's TikTok is polarized. It's either you copy good content that works and make it work for you, or you make completely unique content that works. However, the issue is with unique content. One, it requires a lot more brain power. You have to be genuinely like super unique. You have to creative. My bad. You have to be super creative in the content. You have to actually think of unique content, and it's hard because most of the things like unique nowadays have already been done, and it's okay if someone already did it, but fully unique content is hard to make. It's truly hard to make, and it is a thing, right? There's pros and cons of copying and making unique content. For copying content, you'll definitely have an increase of stats, followers, views, whatever, without a doubt. But at some point, your content won't be authentic. However, with unique content, it's a way slower growth rate. However, you have more of a diehard fan base and more authentic content because it's unique to you and your brand 100%. So I don't recommend either fully going in on copying and fully going in on being unique. I recommend taking a 50-50 route. Make half of your content unique, half of your content a copy. And if you need to edit those percentages a little bit for certain stages of your brand, feel free. Like for some stages, you might need to do 70% copy and your brain isn't working, so 30% unique. That's okay. However, you don't want to go 100% on either because it ruins your brand to an extent. Being unique won't ruin your brand, but it will significantly halt the growth of your brand, without a doubt. And lastly, the third strategy to actually make good content is it's similar to copying. It's follow the trends. You literally just follow the trends. It's trends come and go, up and down. They come and go. Sometimes the trend is all you need to really blow up. And it's true. Following a trend, like I don't want to name names, I don't want to get into politics. Something happened recently, political wise. A lot of people talking about it. And there's smart individuals who use that situation and put it on a t-shirt. And I checked the amount sold 30,000 for something that happened the day before. That's using a trend. That is smart marketing. Because what is being a musician? It's being a marketer. What's being a musician? Is being a content creator. What's being a musician? It's being all these different things. A musician, you can't just be a musician and make good music. You can make good music, but nobody's gonna hear it. You have to do more. You have to get people to hear that music. You have to get people to like listening to that music. There's so much to it. So that's what I'm saying. Trends are useful. They're really useful. It's like this. In a video game context, it's a limited time event. And if you complete the tasks in the event, you get like a legendary weapon. And this legendary weapon is hella views, hella whatever, right? But you have to actually put in the work for the trend. Now, sometimes some trends are better than others. Some weapons are better than others. However, you should utilize trends as you can, right? And some trends, they there for a day, gone the next day because something else took over. So don't get too attached to one trend. You should be able to make content that is easily flexible. So once one trend leaves, you're able to go on to the next trend. You never, ever, 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 ever want to get attached to a trend because there's creators who there was a trend that worked for them and that's all they do. There's a YouTuber named, I think, Beluga. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's some guy who makes Discord related content. That worked for him. He was easily averaging 12 million views, right? I think it was the fastest growing creator on YouTube. However, he stopped growing as fast. Why? Because his content never changed. And that's essentially one theme that revolves around each of the three categories. It doesn't matter if you're making funny content, it doesn't matter if you're making unique content, it doesn't matter if you're following a trend. Your content needs to change because people are always changing. What people consume is always changing. I apologize, an alarm went off. But as I was saying, your content needs to change. People are changing, what they consume is changing,
And the world is always changing. That's why we're always spinning. There's always change. And if there's no change, there's stagnation. And stagnation is death. You never want to be stagnated. Now, it doesn't matter what category you're in. If you want to make funny content, find what's funny, copy what works. If you want to make unique content, use that creative brain of yours. Really use that creative brain of yours. Or copy someone else's content and make it unique in your own way. If you want to follow a trend, copy what other people are doing in relation to the trend. Are you seeing a theme? And it may seem like so inauthentic, but this is what works. How do you make good content? 4 letters, COPY. You copy, because copying what works and using it yourself makes sense, and that works. You must copy what works. Everything we do, everyone that blows up, they copied. They copied what worked. And if they're completely unique with it, other people copying what they did and they're blown up with it. So at the end of the day, you gotta copy a lot. And you gotta get used to copying, because that's what's gonna work. I'm gonna dive into more how to market your music in the future videos. So please just stay tuned for that. All I ask is that you subscribe, put a like, comment. By the way, if you want a free ebook on everything you need to know about features, how to actually get the most out of features, how to not get scammed, actually blow up using features or whatnot, go into the description. There's a free ebook you can get. All you have to do is just put your email and your name, and you get the ebook for free and nothing else. That's promise. I'm not selling you anything. I just want to give you free value. Become the antidote to chaos. Choose.